Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I wanted to say thank you so much for all of the love and feedback on my last video. I was so surprised and happy to see comments and new subscribers. It's just really awesome because I never even knew that this luxury community existed before a couple of months ago, and I've been happily consuming other people's content and enjoying it and learning so much, and I'm just really happy to participate and chat with like-minded people because I don't know about you, but I don't really know a lot of people in my everyday life that are interested in luxury and or want to talk about it. So yeah, thank you and welcome to my new subscribers and my old subscribers alike. So today I was going to do a comparison of these little SLG pouches. Just a quick note because I made a few mistakes during the filming of the video. From left to right, the comparison is going to be between the mini Papillon, the medium-sized Kirigami pouch, the new Louis Vuitton Toiletry 15, the Multi-Pochette Accessories, and the bucket bag pouch PM. Because they all have very similar measurements, but they are just different enough to make me wonder how they would work with the same or similar items. But before I get into that, I wanted to give a quick shout out and thank you to one of the commenters on my last video. It was at Rims, and she suggested that I use wax paper on the zipper of this Nice BB. So I went ahead and did that, and I actually filmed it for you. But I have, after watching it back, I had such a horrendous bruise on my wrist. It was really just distracting, and I thought too gross to upload. So I thought I would just say that it worked like a charm, and all that you have to do is take plain wax paper. You rub the wax paper on the zipper, avoiding the monogram canvas and the zipper tape. It really works when you finally open up the zipper and you do both sides. But if you will remember, the last time I was struggling with the zipper, it was so sticky and really difficult to open and close. This is a before. You have to hold this part for zipping it. Oh my gosh, see, it does not want to go at all. I'm just going to do one more pass with the wax paper, and then I'll show you how smooth it is now. That was a really great tip. And it was something that I've used on vintage bags before, but I guess it didn't come to mind with a new bag. But hey, if the trick works, and then watch this. And if there are items in it, it's even easier. That's a huge difference. I mean, I can even do it without holding the bag. So thank you so much to that commenter. And for anyone out there, yeah, I mean, try the wax paper tip. I wonder if that's what they're talking about when they say that they'll oil it for you at Louis Vuitton. Also, kind of a quick funny story. When I was purchasing this bag in store and I was taking a look at it and I was trying the zipper, I expressed my concern about the zipper being really difficult. And it was a different sales associate than my usual. And she was trying to convince me that it was better this way with the zipper being sticky because it would be more secure. And I was thinking to myself, be more secure from what? From like thieves trying to get into my makeup pouch to steal my Rare Beauty highlighter? I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny. I didn't say anything. I just kind of went along with it. Anyway, wax paper, 100%. Yes. Moving on to the main attraction. Let's see what fits into these cute little pouches. And let's start with the toiletry pouch. We will be measuring all of these, and this is actually the 15. It's almost half a centimeter shorter. So is the 26 and the 19. So just keep that in mind if you're purchasing these pouches for a specific purpose that needs that little bit of room. Beautiful fuchsia interior. This is the smallest of the trio. And we're going to try some of my typical items in the pouch and see how it goes. One thing that I've found is that you really want to put your larger items, obviously, at the bottom. because with the width being wider at the bottom, it just doesn't make the pouch bulge as much as if you let the smaller items fall to the bottom. So that's what I do. All right, so I had already a Dior lip glow, a pen, a tampon, a concealer, and some eye drops. I have a compact and a puff. I have a hand cream. I have some mini perfumes. I have a set of tweezers. I have Motrin, and I have an antiseptic wipe and Band-Aids because I'm constantly hurting myself. I think I have no spatial awareness. This scratch right here was actually from reaching to get this wax paper box, and I just slammed my hand into it, and it literally bled. I don't know if anyone else has that problem, but yeah, I'm just always bumping into things. Then we have some floss, a chapstick because my kids constantly have chapped lips, and a hair tie. So as you can see, that is going to fit perfectly and zip with no issue. And I feel like we really could have gotten something else in there as well. I don't like to overstuff because then when you're looking for things, realistically, you're going to have to take things out and juggle them around and then try to fit them back in. And you know I don't like playing Tetris with my bags. So anyway, I think that that would be a good amount of stuff for me to have. So let's go with those items and let's test them out in the other bags. Open this up and just dump it right out. Another thing I wanted to share is that it's important not to be too precious with your bags, or so I've found. When I get something, I need to immediately start using it, or else I will never incorporate it into my kind of day-to-day use. And for example, that happened with my Kirigami pouch set. I was too nervous to use it, I think, because I didn't want to damage it and then not be able to get my hands on it again. And then in the meantime, just years are going by. I think I got it 2 or 3 years ago without me using and enjoying it. And that's really just silly. Anyway, that's what I try to do. I try to use things right away when I get them. And I just kind of enjoy them. And I'm careful with my stuff, but I try not to overly baby it at this point. Okay, so maybe I should have mentioned that this is not going to work. This is the pouch from the Bucket Bag PM. I thought this would be a good one to compare because it's similar in length. This one is 16.5 centimeters, but it's very, very slim. So when you compare this, see, it's much longer. It's a little bit taller, but it's also much, much slimmer and more narrow. So this would be good if you had a purse that was kind of lower profile. And for this one, you just might not be able to put things that are as chunky. So I'll take those two out, and then we will keep the compact and the puff, and then we'll add in the chapstick. And yeah, that zips perfectly and everything's nice and secure. So that is, just understanding the limitations of the bag. Just can't really put anything that's too, but look, we were able to fit the floss in there. Just couldn't fit these two items. Not bad though, not bad when you're comparing it to this. You can find these on the resale market. I've also heard that people will use this as a mini crossbody bag, which I don't personally understand because it doesn't really carry much, but yeah, I guess you can probably get them for a pretty good price. And then here we have the Pochette Accessoires or Accessories. This one is difficult to measure because it's curved, but it's probably close to 15.5 or 16, like this one. A little bit more narrow in the width, but pretty similar in the length and the height. When you're thinking about purchasing, the set for the 3 toiletry pouches was $14.90, so let's just say $1,500. The Pochette Accessories is I think close to 800 now. Now, granted, you can get them in cute prints and things like that. But if you just divide up the 1,500 price and say this is 500, 500, 800, of course you have to buy the 3 pouches with the trio, but you could always sell those if you wanted to or use them for something else. So the difference is really just this chain, and then we will see what fits. This is a really cute one from the Christmas collection. I forget what year. I think this was 19. No, this is 20. So, all right, let's pack this up. We've got tampon, pen, concealer, hand cream, chapstick, eye drops, floss, tweezers, compact and puff, lipstick, perfumes, hair tie, Motrin, and Band-Aids and antiseptic wipe. Tuck that in there. See, I think these eye drops are causing an issue. They're too bulky. Maybe I would put those in at the top, actually. And there we go. It zips perfectly. It has a nice big opening to kind of look for your items. And yeah, it does close without having any issues with being too wavy. And I think that's a great fit. So holds the same amount as the Toiletry pouch. Next up, we have the Papillon. This is the mini Papillon. It came with a larger Papillon, and this is about 16 centimeters. And this is vintage. I don't even know if this one has a year. It does have a stamp. So let's see what we can fit in here. I do have to say that the older canvas bags are, people refer to the canvas as being thicker, but I think it might just be a little bit stiff. And I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing. For example, this bag, it's so squishy and it really can accommodate a lot of items because it's not too rigid. So anyway, just a note if you are one of those people that buys vintage from time to time. And okay. So we've got our items in here, and that zips without the eye drops. And I mean, that is kind of surprising with this cylindrical shape. Isn't it funny what you can fit? And I think this would be so cute. Throw in a bag. You could even just put your pens in here. I also like how this, you can take the clip off of this ring and you can put it onto this ring right here. And then it becomes a kind of wristlet. Isn't that so cute? Honestly, though, I've never used this one time in my daily life. So, yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I do. I just collect things, and then I don't use them when I get them right away, and then I forget that I have them, or they just don't come to mind. Last, but certainly not least, this is the medium-sized Kirigami. I really, really want to start using these more. The base on this one is, we're looking at 16 centimeters. So a little bit shorter here. And a little bit taller, but also slimmer. So let's see what fits. With the envelope style, you can fit a little bit more than you would think because it kind of bows out like that. So let's just start packing it up with our items. We've got our concealer, our chapstick, our hand cream, our compact tweezers, perfume. Now we're getting kind of to the top here. I don't think we'll be able to fit in the eye drops either. What about this floss and Yeah. So it will definitely button and close. But that seems a little bit dangerous to me if you opened it while you were out. Say you pop into the bathroom. It's so full. I just feel like things could potentially fall out. It probably needs one less thing in here. I would probably take out the floss. And I mean, I guess that's okay. Maybe the hand cream. I feel like maybe it's better for a few items that won't come all the way up to the top. So I would also leave out the pen. Let's just put the toiletry items in here that we might want. Oh, that's much better. And then you can stand a few things up too, which is nice. Oh, that's good. Yeah. And then we could put our lipstick in here. Although, do we really need our lipstick in our pouch? It's something that we probably reach for. So I like to keep mine in a little pocket in my organizer. Anyway, so yeah, if we take out the pen and the eye drops, that's much more manageable. And then I feel like it's more secure and things aren't falling out. So there you have it. Which pouch would you lean towards? I think that they're all really usable, but the most usable, in my opinion, would be the little toiletry and the pochette accessories. This, I feel like with the opening, it just, since it doesn't come all the way to the top, it makes it easier for things to fall out. This one is just a little bit too slim, but at the same time, just a little bit long. So, you know, when you're thinking about putting it into a purse, I just think that the pochette accessories and this one have a little bit more on it in terms of being a practical size. And then this one, same thing. Very cute, but is it really the most practical with its cylindrical shape? It makes it wide. It makes it short. So good for your symmetrical items, but not so good for, you know, maybe other items that need a little bit more length and height. In my estimation, these two are the winners. And I guess it just comes down to price and what you're willing to pay and what you're looking for. If you're looking for design, if you're looking for a trio, if you want the chain. Some people really like this chain. They like the way it sounds and they like the way that it feels. They like that you can make it a wristlet. And some people really don't like that. In that case, definitely better to go for this one, I think. Well, those are my thoughts for today. I also have the PM cosmetic pouch, which I thought was a little bit too big for this category and might fit better with the going up against the 19. So I'll do that. And I'll also throw in a review of the Trousseau. The Chanel O case. It's a similar size in terms of length to these other pouches that we looked at. It's about 14 and a half. Obviously, a very slim profile. I used this last night in my Chanel Classic flap, and it is okay for slimmer things. But once you try to fit larger lipsticks and things like that in, they can get a little bit tight. So let's just see how this looks here. Like so. And maybe our hand cream. Nope, not our hand cream. Hand cream. Oh, see, it's getting tight. Maybe we take out one of the perfumes. So anyway, much smaller, but very, very compact and portable, very cute. I believe this is Caviar. Of course, I love the hot pink. Hot pink, hot pink, hot pink. It's just really my color. So, but yeah, just a quick throw in at the end with that. One last thing, let's see how these pouches actually fit in some typical Louis Vuitton purses. Okay, guys. Well, thanks as always for joining me. I hope you found this interesting and or helpful, and I'll talk again soon. Bye.